CheesyNachos. Agent Infinite Cycles. Angry Stationary. Hold the Boys.
We are live with Hyper Turtle.
Hey, yes, indeed, it is your good friend Hyper Turtle, and I am here to host another excellent, exciting FSL series. We are going to have the CheesyNachos versus Pull the Boys. Pull the Boys almost at the top. CheesyNachos just holding on, trying to get into the playoffs here. For those joining us from elsewhere, this is a casual team league, so we're going to be having similarly skilled players from both teams taking each other on. I want to wish everyone a happy, I think it's Small Business Saturday. I have trouble keeping track. I know where I'm at, it's snowing, and I know that my daughter has been very disapproving because the snow has not been the kind of stuff you can pack and make snowmen out of. So, in the meantime, though, it's time to play some StarCraft. We have been getting ready for the playoffs, and we are also we've been doing meetings. We're going to be doing another on Thursday, just figuring out what little things we're going to be changing for next season. It's kind of our little holiday wish list. Looks like our first Code B player is having just a little bit of technical trouble, so I am more than happy to stall a little bit. There's good stuff going on. I know there's some StarCraft metal posters that they've been adding. And interestingly enough, they've been adding StarCraft 2 to a little promotion with, I think, pre-ordering the next World of Warcraft expansion. There's a couple of console skins you can get. Although there are console skins that were already around if you had gotten like the Spoils of War or Battle Chest versions of Warcraft 3. But remember, Blizzard does know that StarCraft is around, and supposedly there are various projects in the work that no one's allowed to talk about, but that I'm very curious on, so who knows. Over here in the FSL, can we get a quick look at the standings here, actually? I want to get everyone up to date, because this is the second to last match. My team is going to be playing next week against the Angry Space Heroes. This is Pulled the Boys. Yeah, they are almost the top, just one win away from tying things up. CheesyNachos currently tied with my team at the bottom, so if they can pull off a win here, they're going to be able to get into the playoffs. Got a few people restarting their computers right now. Let me just I want to bring Monkey Shaman in with us. Hey, Monkey Shaman.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing alright. Your opponent has to restart his computer. That's the way things go when you're playing it live. But let me know what you've been up to.
Let's see. It's been Thanksgiving break, so my daughter had it off from school, so we did a bunch of stuff. We went to the zoo, we hit a museum, and then I did, Thanksgiving with the family on Thursday. Pretty standard, sort of turkey, mashed potatoes, stuffing, pie, carrots, popovers. Some really good apps. So then yesterday I sort of spent in a residual food coma, but I got to play a little of one of the Elden Ring DLCs with a friend. Just having a really chill week.
Elden Ring is an interesting one. I know that it's kind of gone on to become Carbot's sort of main feature, although they do a bunch of different games now. And yeah, I've been hearing the usual round of professionals kind of lecturing people. No, it's not the turkey that's making you drowsy. It's the fact that you stuffed yourself like crazy.
Yeah. I think it's the volume of turkey rather than the turkey itself, right?
Volume of everything.
Yeah. But no, I did well on that. I managed to save room for dessert, which I think is a pretty solid play. Right, rather than having no room for dessert, but having dessert anyway. So, yeah. What about you?
It's an art. Well, my family went over to my sister's place. My parents and my sister and her family, they all live in town. So, yeah, there was a very big meal they hosted. Kids kind of running around, then coming back, then running around again. They've got a lovely sort of Snow White golden retriever they call Snowball. Very social one. We just put up the tree and the decorations yesterday over at my house. So the usual stuff, and we're kind of figuring out, having the usual debate about what counts as a Christmas movie and what doesn't.
Oh, okay. So what are some of your favorites? And I want to hear also your hot takes, like what you think is borderline between a Christmas movie and not.
Well, one of my favorites would probably be National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I think it runs very close to home. There's a lot that's relatable there. Not too much, not too little. My wife likes to watch Die Hard, and yeah, I agree with her that it's a Christmas movie, but I just kind of get annoyed that absolutely all the supporting characters in that movie, except for one, are complete imbeciles, and
Yeah.
like, okay, yeah, we get it. This McLean's got reason to be annoyed, but I'm big on Mystery Science Theater 3000 and Riff Track.
Okay.
So there are really awful Christmas movies that we make sure to catch with like joking commentary and stuff.
Right
on here, and let me just double check. Bring Nachos in as well. Yeah, Nachos. How are you doing, Little Reaper?
I'm gonna do fine.
With that Little Reaper with Sergeant ABC.
I knew what you meant. Sergeant ABC. He had to restart his computer. So
okay, how are we doing? We've got him in chat at least.
Yeah. If you want, we could go Code A first. If you want to.
Sergeant, what's your
I'm
call?
Here. I'm
Okay.
here. I'm ready to rock and roll.
Let's
All
do
right.
it.
Just got to get you in here again. Back to what we were talking about. One thing, again, I'd really like to try. Sometimes I try to pull this off every year, but to go into the Brood War Map of the Week stuff and do 12 Days of StarCraft, Christmas Rush, and Operation Claws.
It is
And I
so
got to
difficult.
find three
It's
other
so
people.
difficult.
I know. I got to find 3 other people that are willing to play kind of the old style stuff. But
Yeah.
I love they've got a map with its own song, and I think we're pretty much ready to go. Sarge, how you doing? I know you had to kind of jump on at the last minute. You ready to go?
Good. I feel pretty good. I've been getting practice in. I've lost a lot of games, but more recently I've realized injecting and droning will win me games.
There you go.
Yep, that's a good call.
Because
You see,
if I can get up past 66 drones with 3 base saturation, I can make a decent sized army. But do
That
it
sounds-
fast. Do it fast.
I love it.
And I think that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
here, I'm trying to get you into game again. Looks like we're almost ready to go. Are you seeing my invitation? Okay, good.
There we go.
All right, we
Yeah.
pretty much ready. And Nachos, you're
Hyper,
doing the commentary? Yeah.
Yeah. If on commentary, do you need me pull me into the group into the party?
Yeah, let me do that.
Yay! Yeah, I'm here. I'm here for the entire time. I forgot to tell you I can love to co-cast with you.
All right. Well, we might be alternating between you and Monkey Shaman in the meantime, but I'm going to
I love
get
it.
you into your separate lobbies, and we are going to get some nice Thanksgiving weekend carnage going.
Yep.
All right. So, for those watching, each of these matchups are going to be 2 matches. Wins go on the scoreboard of their team. The winner will be the first team to get to 5 wins. If necessary,
right.
if things get tied up, we will be doing an ace match, and that's where things get really tense.
I would like to point out that Sergeant ABC in all his efforts is trying to make car craft a thing. Start crafting from your car.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it's going to catch on. But maybe. You never know.
Do we have him on camera?
Mm-hmm. He was just on camera, and I just saw he dropped. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see. I know that unlike a lot of players, they're willing to give Last Fantasy a try. I'm hoping they didn't just disconnect, because this has already been a little bit bumpy getting started.
No
Here
doubt.
we go.
No doubt.
Well, I see his face again. Let's see if the map finishes loading. But yeah, we don't get to see a lot of Last Fantasy, and I am looking forward to seeing which direction each of them scout first. Yes?
I speak as a captain who has a veto and choose. As Code A, I was really hoping for Last Fantasy. There's not a lot of rush maps from this particular map pool. And so like Last Fantasy is one of the best rush maps out there. So, but when Sergeant ABC saw that he was assigned Last Fantasy, he goes, "Can I veto this?" I'm like, no. You got picked for that. But I didn't pick that for Code B. I would not have done that to my Code B people.
Yeah, it's the old kids coming up. Come on, Dad, can we have one more fantasy? Okay, fine. But this is your last fantasy this weekend. Do you understand?
Yes. Hey, you know what, Hyper Turtle? I would love for some fun 1v1v1. Last Fantasy and then Mothership LE. I'm having a blast getting to play against 2 other opponents. That I hope that's a thing.
Right?
Oh, we got our
matches. Yeah, they're stuck with the load-in. I don't know. But yeah, there's that. There's a couple others, but there's this weird thing right now where a bunch of the older maps aren't available at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I know it's been posted a bunch, but I don't know. Merry-go-round, something like that. There were a couple other 3-player maps that were hanging around.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I checked with the forum VIPs over on the official forums, and they haven't heard anything back yet. This might be kind of a lousy time of year for bugs to creep up or things to go missing, because number one, yeah, there's a lot of this holiday stuff. People are busy. There's a lot of promotional things too. Also, it's like the classic games people, they're trying to get some of these older games up and running in China again. And StarCraft 2, I believe, is up, but they're still doing a lot of maintenance, a lot of support on it, and I don't think they've even started on Warcraft 3, StarCraft. Okay, here. Yeah, so we have to recreate. A moment. It was actually our observer that got dropped. Sergeant, everyone else is just fine. Anyway, but yeah, I'm curious on that one. I don't know what the current plans are, not just for StarCraft 2, but for getting the Warcraft 3 Reforged, StarCraft Remastered, Heroes of the Storm. Their main games are back up. I don't think Diablo 4 is released in China yet. I think they have to like redo a bunch of the assets to make them a little bit more PG. So interesting the way it goes there. Let's see. Nachos, let's see.
Yep.
It looks like we need to reconnect.
I was in a group with KJ.
Okay.
No, I just dropped. Yeah, to reinvite.
All right,
yeah,
beautiful.
to reinvite. Freedom.
All right, here.
Holy smokes! I'm not getting the party invite just yet.
No, I was inviting Freedom first.
Okay. And there's an order of things in an FSL.
There's you know where you stand. All right. But yes,
Fair
this
enough.
is a lot like getting stuck in an airport. What this is a casual team league. We're putting similarly skilled people from both teams against each other. Each matchup is trying to get 2 points on the board for their team. And this is our code B level, so this is our lower level players, and we're just trying to get this back in again. And the
good luck, have fun, guys.
Fun. Yep, indeed.
Yeah. If you're watching on the cast, YouTube and Twitch, we have a lot of great ideas cooking up. Really ramping up on the brainstorming ideas. A lot of the things we've already implemented. I would say season 10 will be a doozy. Stay in tune for that. That is going to be, there's some big changes coming down the pipe, and a lot more emphasis on the F in fun. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not gonna reveal anything, but I'm already super excited about season 10.
A lot more about keeping things moving too. All right, well,
heck yes.
We're waiting for things to load again. This is a lot like getting stuck at the airport this time of year.
Or stuck in traffic on Black Friday.
Oh boy, or stuck in line on Black Friday. I don't know how many people still do actual door busting. It's a really weird thing. I mean, a lot of it's online. A lot of it starts maybe 3 weeks ahead of time.
Yeah. But what how the meme goes in this economy, I saw a meme the other day. It's like, unless you're trying to sell me something that's retail $1,000 for 95% off, I really can't afford it. And I always think about that when it comes to sales. Try to save all the nickels.
Contract work, so I don't get paid holidays. So yeah, Thursday and Friday, just kind of have to, make the most of it, but not get any extra gift money during that time. But
that's all right.
There's a lot going on. There's a lot to enjoy, and we are really going big as far as the decorations go. Granted, a lot of it from thrift stores, but it's amazing what you can find.
There's no doubt. Yeah, we can have a whole small talk as we get this loading screen loading up about consumerism. Just like with our family, we're trying to focus.
I don't want to bring people down too much.
All I'll say is like, their stuff does not make one happy. I'll just put it that way.
Exactly. My daughter, she's really into just surprises. It doesn't really matter.
Oh, I love that.
with it later. Well, it's the sort of thing that a lot of the toy companies are really going at right now. LOL, surprise, whatever else. There's a lot of just plain unboxing, where that's almost the main point of the toy. It's like, hey, this one, you put it in water, and the outer casing dissolves. Then then it opens up the box. Or, this one is buried in confetti that your parents get to clean up afterwards. And then, hey, guess what? If you're into streaming things other than video games, you can record yourself opening this box.
I'm not sure. I would consider all the forms, the alternate ways of earning money. I am not sure I will get into unboxing. Oh, it's KJ.
Yeah, it's our observer.
Oh, no.
So.
Oh no.
All right, so I might actually have to observe. I don't know.
Okay. Leaving the game. Let's go.
Here, KJ, should we just start the stream over and I'll serve as observer? I'd have to open up a bunch of things. Otherwise, you can just restart some of your stuff.
Can you hear me? You guys can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
The other option is you share your Discord stream. That way we don't restart this.
Stream Discord. That still wouldn't get the like the intros up and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's true. That wouldn't do it. Let's try one more time. If not, we're gonna have to redo this. There's something that keeps booting me. So
did you
one last time?
Can you quit, KJ? Can you quit out of StarCraft 2? Open it up again.
Yep.
Yes. Game is delayed due to technical difficulties. Yeah, I hope you guys are really enjoying my voice. Some people do, and I don't judge them.
Yeah. I enjoy your voice. You have a great casting voice.
Well, thank you very much. You flatter me, man. All right.
Yeah.
Invite to party again.
The players, how the quitting of the games. Now they're joking around. They're 1-1.
Yep. Yeah, it's all about who you manage to influence to quit first. All right, let's see what happened here. KJ restarted the game. This is the real entertaining part, the restarting, and I'm glad you're all here for it.
Yeah. I do this when I was. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead. Just keep talking if you're talking. But
the Masters player.
I'm trying to do some good luck. When I was playing Dungeons and Dragons, I would do this if we needed like a 20 on a D20. I would do this.
Okay.
Try to roll a 20.
Yeah,
Load.
we need a nat 20 right now if we're gonna get started. Let me tell you.
Nat 20. Let's go.
Let me happen.
Come on.
We are in it.
That's what I'm talking about. It always works.
In the lower left, we have our yellow Zerg. He is
Sergeant ABC.
And he is playing the team of
CheesyNachos.
In the northern mineral line, we have none other than
Monkey Shaman.
And he is playing 4. And the cool thing about Last Fantasy, the cool thing I love about these maps, you do not know where your opponent is. Is it the one or the other? How do you scout? Do you go blind? So many questions.
So many questions, but unlike a 4-player map, we have the glory of process of elimination. If you don't see anyone at one of the bases, you know they're at the other because you are that clever, and I believe in you.
I'm gonna tell you about OP Protoss and OP Terran. They had the convenience of sending out a worker to go scout one or the other. Zergs, we don't. If we pull that one worker off the mineral line, we're broke. We're broke. We're so broke.
It's also kind of a mark of shame. I mean, you got to.
Yeah.
So I wanna let everyone know, these are our lower level players. These guys are like up to gold. So you're gonna see things maybe a little bit, not really the same kind of openings as in the pro games, frankly. But these guys actually have improved quite a bit. Sergeant ABC especially. He's been getting coaching over at Ladder Legends. When he first joined FSL, he was spreading creep by making extra hatcheries along the path to his opponent's base. Now he is spreading creep like a true champ. We do have a Reaper out to see what's up.
That's right. Spreading hatcheries, that's one way of doing it. But creep tuners is way cheaper. Way cheaper.
It is.
Reaper is on his way.
Yeah. Reaper is indeed on his way. He's going to take a look around. Monkey Shaman, meanwhile, he plays random, right?
Oh, he sure does, doesn't he?
Everything, yeah.
That was like me in season 7. I played random and fell in love with the Zerg. True story.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta spin the wheel a little bit before you figure out where your heart actually desires. And we are hunting an Overlord right now. Reaper going in.
Don't lose that Reaper! Woo!
No, don't lose the Reaper, but that Overlord. Yep, down it goes. And
oh
we
no!
Have a fly block for our good friend Sergeant ABC.
I'm not gonna lie to you. As a Zerg, I tried to veto and avoid the maps that do not let me have the little ledge I could put my little Overlord on for fear of getting shot down.
The pillars, yes. There really is an art for knowing how far to sort of progress with the Overlord, when to back it up, but also when to just make an extra Overlord and just float it straight into the base. As you see, Sergeant ABC has one right at the border. I don't know if he's sent it all the way in. Sometimes those 100 minerals are worth just figuring out what you're up against. There's a real... There's judgment involved, and you only really get the feel for that once you play it enough and you figure out what fits you. But there we go. We do have some pretty good creep connecting the early bases here. Sergeant ABC's got his third up, and we are going with Banelins.
I wanted to point out something with Sergeant ABC. I'm a little, biased to my own teammate. He is droning up like a boss. He is focusing on, he's getting his drone count up. That dude is already at 36 compared to Monkey Shaman's 29. That is a huge economic advantage right now.
These lower level games, we usually see some hesitancy on the initial attack, unless they go straight from the beginning. And Sergeant ABC, he was talking about that himself. He wants to make sure he has enough money to get something done. And KJ Vales is pointing out we need to update the stream title. Right. Still your laddering stream.
Yeah.
Alright. So we are going with Tech as well. So he's going to have access to both Banes and Roaches. Meanwhile, we have an armory going up for Monkey Shaman. I know Monkey Shaman, the last time I saw him play, he was really going with more gimmicky builds for each of the races. See, right now, he actually has taken he's taken the extra main. So, might take a while to build up there. It can pay off if his opponent doesn't look around. It all depends. The sneaky base. Alright, Hellions going up. We have the smart servos for quick transformation. I think Monkey Shaman is probably just getting a little bit of everything here.
That's a lot of gas spending right now.
And Monkey Shaman, his lair is almost complete. I'm assuming he's going to be going heavy duty on the Roaches. He's also a little ways in to the ranged attack upgrade. How you join this? Best way to join is to just hit me up on Discord. Discord hyper_turtle. We'll just have a quick talk, make sure that you're a good fit and the league's a good fit for you. It's a good time for it because we are getting to the playoffs very soon. And then, well, we're going to be figuring out a lot of things for the next season. How many teams to have, what kind of little changes to make, just to make the season go faster. You know, the last 2 seasons have gone a little bit long. but very soon we will be figuring out our champions. And the idea is you get drafted in, we figure out whether you're code A, code B, or code S. We also have 2v2 matches you'll be seeing shortly enough. Yeah, just, not with the droning, the upgrades for Sergeant ABC. He's really going at it.
Yeah. So Monkey Shaman came in with the Reaper for another scout. It got taken down, but I wonder how much he scouted and if that's going to change his game plan.
And you see, on the other hand, there's an Overlord sitting right over his original command center, too. So both of them remembering to check out what their opponents are up to, what they can expect to it. We're going with, I don't know, a big combination of stuff. I don't know if Monkey Shaman's really chosen what tech to focus on, but he seems to be going with a little bit of bio, a little bit of mech for both what he's producing and what upgrades he's going for. Sergeant ABC is still well ahead in supply.
Yeah. This could be the classic, code B max out and A move. Let's see how that rolls. Oh, no. They're on. Sergeant ABC is on the mood. He got those feelings. He got some patch roaches. Oh my, yes. And he's getting set up, getting his little army gathered together, not getting them spread out.
Hellions ready to meet them. If he Blue Flame about 3/4 of the way done. If he wants, he can turn them into Hellbats, and that could do really well for survivability and for just taking out a lot. And he did eliminate that Overlord in the main, so Sergeant ABC supply blocked again. And that Changeling did not make it very far. We know you're not a real Marine.
That's right. I think he saw enough. And the Hellions are on their way. This is a perfect opportunity for Sergeant ABC to attack. He will draw those Hellions right back.
Oh, that's a lot of Banelings that are being morphed right now. And look at these. One of those things, if you're, I know you're told not to F2, but sometimes this is one of the classic things we see here and there, where he accidentally included a few drones in his control group there. I mean, he's got plenty to spare back at home, so I don't mind it. Yeah. And he's pretty much expanding in the exact direction of that hidden base. I don't think it's occurred to him to check it though. All right,
there we go. The attack is on. Let's go.
Nidus Worm and Burrow. Like I said, both of them getting just a little bit of everything, just making sure they have the options. Here we go. We have Lime, line left and right, but it looks like they are being driven back for now. Backing up, moving ahead again. Those Blue Flame Hellions worth their weight in, I don't know, not gold. What's something blue? Is amethyst blue? Topaz. Let's say worth their weight in topaz.
Absolutely. Excellent. He does not need to be afraid of that low bunker and tank, but he's pulling him back.
Right, he falls back. He does actually have a very significant army advantage right now, a good supply advantage in general, and quite a lot of options. And we have a Thor and a battlecruiser making. I mean...
Wow. Okay. I will tell you this. At this level, I would... that Thor and that battlecruiser will shift the game in Monkey Shaman's favor when that battlecruiser comes out. Because I don't think there's enough. There might be. There's 10. There's 8, 9. Yeah, if you target fire, it's good. They're going down. That battlecruiser is going to go down. We'll see.
It's all about who target fires what and what other units are mixed in for Monkey Shaman. Yeah, right now, and look, Monkey Shaman taking the natural of that unoccupied base. Yeah, look at more and more battle cruisers being added, and I don't know if Sergeant ABC has quite what he needs to take advantage of that. He is going lurker tech, but he just doesn't have a lot of anti-air. I do not believe he's made a Spire, despite all the other tech he has. He does not have a Spire.
Yeah,
and why he retreated? Well, it's still learning. He's still learning the game. Both of them are. So there's just the question of knowing where you're at.
That's right. I was once there before. I'd be so scared about getting your army wiped out, but being able to read the battles and And it's like, wait a second, I have the upper hand here. That just takes time. This just takes time and game plan. And those little burrowed roaches.
Yeah, when to continue the engagement, when to retreat. And these burrowed roaches, these tunneling roaches, actually serving as really good scouts right now, to tell you the truth. But
yeah.
Sergeant ABC, despite his big supply advantage, he needs more anti-air before more of these battle cruisers come out. Right now, there are 3 battle cruisers out on the field.
Wow. That's going to cause a lot of damage.
Look it up front. He's got a planetary fortress right at the entrance to his natural. Still way behind, but I mean, the big issue here is he's just running out of mineral patches in his natural and his main, and just doesn't have the saturation in those hidden bases. And it's a long walk to get guys out there. Alright, he sieges those tanks. He's got to siege them for them to really benefit him.
Yeah.
And there we go. The battle cruiser is just making the tactical jump over to his opponent's main. And if they can wipe out a bunch of tech, that could put Sergeant ABC in a really difficult position. They're hurt, but they are mobile.
Yep. Yeah, 15 drones go down. The main base is accounted for. The workers are deleted from the game. Sergeant ABC is hurting right now.
Even bringing those Vikings along with to take out some overlords. Sergeant ABC now actually way behind as far as his army count goes, and about even now as far as the economy. So Sergeant ABC's got some tough decisions to make right now. He could really, I mean, he's got a lot in the bank. He could really use a Spire right now. He needs those corruptors.
Yeah. The Zerg rule, you scout a battle cruiser, you know the battle cruiser's coming. Spire is the answer. Those corruptors will make good work out of those battle cruisers. Given the number.
Yes, indeed. You know, battle cruiser is just very difficult to finish off. They keep moving. Yeah. They can take advantage of terrain.
Yep.
Right now, look at them just kind of going out, just pummeling what they can. Monkey Shaman still having to rely really heavily on mules at those expansions. He could just make an expansion right next to his natural. He could take his general third and be able to just move a bunch of those SCVs over. This is just very taxing on both their attention. Oh, and this is what we're going for. We are going for Neural Parasite from Sergeant ABC. And he's definitely got the gas for it. Here we go. Hydras versus battle cruisers. He has to make sure that
target fire. He's target firing. It's looking good. The queens are on it, looking good. Those Vikings are coming to help. Oh, these mass aliens coming in. Oh my! Wow.
Monkey Shaman's got the blues in a good way.
Yeah. Those battle cruisers are going down, but it's a little too much, too little, too late. Oh, those Hellions are so... If they transform into Hellbats, it's... Oh my.
And the story of this is Sergeant ABC just didn't put his foot on the gas when he had the chance.
That's right. Yeah. How many Code B's, Code A's, us, Metal Leaguers, how many times have we done that? Just didn't put the pedal to the metal and finish the game off? Thousands of times.
On the other hand, I can think of a lot of times where I didn't need to keep trying to take out the natural, and I lost my army doing it. So there's a lot of reading the game involved. And right now, Monkey Shaman has got this. He is going to be putting a point on the board for Pull the Boys.
That is good game right there. I love it. We're just waiting for the GG to come through. It just reminds me how StarCraft 2 is very unforgiving. Very unforgiving.
It is very unforgiving, and when you're at the lower levels, one of the things I miss, actually, is just having all these different toys to play with and just trying them out. Sergeant ABC tried for a Hail Mary with some lurkers, just hoping his opponent doesn't really have an answer for them.
But he does, yeah. Those lurkers are making quick work of the ground units. You love to see it. he has no stands available. Yeah.
What's
all the stands of the battle cruiser?
Yeah, well,
and a handful of army.
He's been having to drop a lot of mules. He does have a couple of ravens on the way, and that's going to be where Sergeant ABC is just to be out of options. Look at that. 51 workers just going down in these last couple of attacks. We have the GG.
Yes.
Both the boys are up 1 point for their team.
Yes. And not going to lie, I'll speak as the Cheesy Nachos captain. We're going to need every single win. This is, if we can get this win, we can get into the playoffs. But we're already back on our heels. So good game, Monkey Shaman.
All right, we are going on to the next matchup between the two. This is just each of them going for 2 matches with each other. And this time it is going to be Ultra Love. We are still, at least for the standard games, we're still going with the previous map pool. We're going to be discussing on Thursday whether we want to go with the new map pool for the playoffs. So, figuring it out. KJ, go ahead and join the lobby, because we want to know where this goes next. Now, the next matchups are going to be our mid-level players, kind of our platinums, and then moving on from there into Code S, which is going to be our top-level players, the Diamonds, and maybe Masters 3. Let's see. Okay, we're missing Sergeant here. Let's get him back in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, GG Monkey. Yeah, let's hear it for him. He made quite the comeback here.
That was quite a comeback. That secret second main, he didn't take full advantage of the economic, but it was just enough to bring in 5 battle cruisers. Unless you bring that Spire up, that's going to be a long, hard day for the Zerg. You cannot counter those battle cruisers and take their butts down.
Here. Re-invite, please. Okay. Party invite to game.
Yeah. And this is with the code beers, any code beers, anybody in gold or silver, you want to advance. The best advice one can give: watch your replays, see what you did, and course correct.
I will be the first to say it is not fun to watch your own losses.
No,
maybe give it a day or two, just give it a name, watch later, and then once the salt has dissolved, check it out. Just figure out what little differences you need to make. All right, we are going to see, I believe, Monkey Shaman by the looks of things. All right, in the lower left, we have our yellow Zerg. He is
Sergeant ABC.
And he is representing the team
CheesyNachos.
All right, in the upper right-hand corner, rolling random into Protoss, we have none other than
Monkey Shaman.
And he is playing for
Code the Boys.
All right, very different game there. This time around, we are going ZVP.
Yep.
And Sergeant ABC, excellent early game. He got the economy, he got the army. It's just a question of when to hit the trigger.
That's right. Exactly. And we already had the shenanigans. Am I reading that right? A little proxy action, proxy gate. I know what this is. This is the flower. He's waiting for 150. He's going to make a 4th one to guard that pylon. Zerglings cannot get that pylon to shut down. But Monkey Shaman, I have something to tell you. There's a little gap. He didn't get the flower.
Is always something to worry about. It's a question of what he manages to get up, and as long as Sergeant ABC does not go after that pylon with what little he can squeeze into that gap,
That's right.
There's going to be a lot of aggression, and this is what we've seen a lot from Monkey Shaman. Sometimes when you're playing random, you just want to go for the quick win with each. You don't always have time to practice the late game as everything. Although he definitely went full-on late game with Terran, and here we go. We are getting proxy Zealot Rush.
Yeah, and that first Zealot. And again, let's see has he been been practicing this? Zealots just walk in. You just walk them in. Don't stop. Yep. Just keep feeding. There you go.
Exactly.
There you got it.
A lot of it comes to hunkering down, trying to get. I would definitely like to see a spine crawler right away. There's a Baneling nest, which is good if it gets up, but that will take a while to construct.
That will take forever, and you may not have that much time.
Right, they're focusing on that hatchery. And yep, indeed, thank you for everyone in the chat. You give me something to work with. Ooh, Queen goes right down.
Down, yes.
And once this hatchery
them 4 Zealots are brutal. Yep.
He's going with the Baneling Nest and the Roach Warren on what's going to be one base. I think that's going to be a difficult answer for this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at, he's even bringing the probe with. Maybe he's going to make a... he doesn't have Warp Gate research in, but he's going to make a pylon there anyway. Why not? And they are going in. We do have Banelings being morphed. It's all going to be about those hits.
I will say Sergeant ABC, without the spine crawler, he pulled the boys to defend and get those. That he makes the connection.
Oh, I love it.
Two Zealots left. You gotta love that. They get cleaned up really nice. I mean, he's down to hatchery, but man, Sergeant ABC, 4 workers behind. I mean, you take the win where you can. And I think these lings are going to clean up. Yeah, these speedlings are going to clean up whatever mess Monkey Shaman's going to throw out there.
That attempt to block the hatchery isn't going to last. All right.
Oh, well, he's rushing. He's rushing. He's like, let's go, go, go. Yeah, and Monkey Shaman is making the right call. He's going to keep the pedal to the metal. Well, yeah, ignore that roach. That roach can't do anything.
Oh,
yeah.
I love it. That one roach picking on that pylon. All right, pretty soon this is going to take out all the minerals. He does have 5 in the bag. Oh no. It was so beautiful for that fleeting moment.
Workers left.
And check it out. Sergeant ABC doubling down on the spine crawlers back at home, just taking away all the options that Monkey Shaman can get here. As long as just survives long enough to get those up, his opponent is going to be out of things. And I also want to just give him a shout out, using those drones earlier to keep those zealots from moving away from the Banelings. And there we go. I think very soon we're going to be getting...
Yeah, those spine crawlers are making quick work of the zealots. Yep. You gotta love it.
Still very strong.
They are very strong. Oh, the big roaches come out. Yeah, that's a GG right there.
Sergeant ABC ties things up. Each team has 1 point. Excellent. Excellent strategy under pressure there. Bring them in for a quick chat. Alright, 2 very unusual games. I love it. Sergeant ABC, you got a great economy going the first game. You had a big advantage, just didn't quite stick to your guns there until your opponent had a lot of tech.
Got a little worried.
Yeah.
I got a little worried. Yeah. Nacho sent me a message afterwards like, dude, just make roaches and go. You had it tagged up. I'm like, no, I didn't think I did. All my drones got wiped by the BCs, and I didn't even know they were wiped.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, knowing where those alerts are coming from. Second game, though, you kept cool. You managed to get that Baneling nest up just in time.
Yep. I needed 37 more minerals for a Nexus, and then I think it would have been playable. But I built one too many things or canceled one not enough. So then it was just like, well, shoot, I guess it's just everything I have in a base trade, and my probes were all dead. So yeah, he defended that really well. I always
Good
love
game.
our games. Honestly,
Good
like
game.
Sergeant ABC is like my favorite sort of frenemy, nemesis, that kind of thing.
Rival.
Yeah. No, that was good stuff.
Good,
That was great
good
stuff.
game. Good games.
Yeah.
Car craft over and out. I'm gonna go inside.
Yes, he's
Enjoy
indeed
the
playing the
family
car.
Yeah.
Carcraft
I
2.
don't know whose Wi-Fi you're borrowing, but it's doing well.
Talk about
Oh my.
Playing from the car is the best
It's
like
on my
mobile
phone.
composition I've ever heard of.
It's on my
Yeah.
phone.
Yeah. No, I remember. I don't know if you ever heard of The Guild, but it was an old web series with Felicia
Oh,
Day.
excellent.
Yeah, a whole thing with one of their guys ended up moving out of his house, and he's just camping fast food parking lot with his laptop in the car, and getting in the
good
way
game,
of
guys.
everyone who's trying to get through the drive-through.
Oh,
All right, well, good job. Those were entertaining games. We're going to be moving up to the Code A, our mid-level players.
Yeah.
And Monkey Shaman, you can be sticking around to help me cast?
Yeah, whichever ones you want me to. I figure we can trade off with Nachos because Nachos is he playing Code?
He is going to
No,
be
I'm playing Code A.
against
okay.
Little Reaper.
Then why don't I do this one?
All
and
adult
you do
StarCraft
S?
players.
Yeah. I'm not only a captain, I'm also a player.
Yes, indeed. There's something to be said for leading from the front.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me see what we got. Also got to get Little Reaper into the party.
I like Monkey Shaman. I love that shout out you had for Sergeant ABC. It's your frenemy, friend. Yes, also your arch nemesis. I've made it no secret. My arch nemesis is Reverend Rage, but we go back like seasons. But if I had a second spot in my heart for an enemy, also a friend, I would say Little Reaper. He has. We don't have to bring up stats because I think I'm 0-0 against Little Reaper. I know that.
Yeah.
I know it because I feel in my gut.
All right, yeah. You know, it just goes to show you don't have to be Flash and Jadon to have an epic rivalry, as long as you're more or less at the same level.
Yeah, that's right.
Alrighty. But yeah, welcome back, Little Reaper. We're going to be seeing your older brother, Dark Menace, a little bit later on. I love it. We're Pulled the Boys. You got 3 brothers in there, and Dad is on a different team.
It makes sense.
It should be. All right, Little Reaper, you got anything to say? You usually like to speak through your action, but let me check. Okay, that's what I figured. So we are going to be getting in. And our first map is going to be Ley Lines.
Holy buddy goody.
Well, as old as they get, since almost all the slightly older maps are missing from custom now.
Yep. Oh, terrible.
It's terrible, but like I was checking on those, and I was like, okay, I need to make a thread in the official forums about this, but most people probably aren't going to care. Then a bunch more went missing to the point where there are no maps available if you're playing with the game set to Heart of the Swarm or Wings of Liberty. And yeah, then people actually started speaking up a little bit more, so I'm glad it's not just me who's upset about that. Alright, we are going to separate you into your lobbies, and then we are going to let the sparks fly. Alright. Little Reaper might not say much out loud, but in the chat he is saying he is extremely ready, and that is a scary thing.
I see that. I didn't want to hype up Nachos too much since like he is, on the opposing team. But CheesyNachos is actually my favorite team that is not my own. Because
what do you like about that?
Well, when I started in FSL last season, Nachos was one of the first people to like really like welcome me, and I played in a Code B match against him when he was still Code B, and he just utterly thrashed me. But like he was just like the perfect sort of like I want to say gentleman, but just like sports person. You didn't feel like you were losing you felt like you were losing to a great guy, so it didn't hurt at all. And then Sergeant ABC, I think it's just it's magnificent.
All right, and speaking of, let's just hold that thought because we're talking about nachos, and it just so happens that in the upper right we have a purple Zerg named
Nachos.
and he is captaining the team of
CheesyNachos.
Also, as it so happens, in the lower left, playing with the red Protoss pieces, we have, and he is playing for the team.
Hold the boys.
Yeah. Whether it's nachos or whether it's the team of CheesyNachos, I don't actually see a lot of cheese out of them.
Yeah, I think it's a high level play where you expect cheese, but then they're just all rock solid.
Yeah. And meanwhile, Little Reaper, well, granted that he's playing as Protoss, you can guess what unit we don't see a lot of out of him. But he does his reaping. He definitely, he's grim.
Yeah.
He's a Grim Reaper, and he definitely takes a lot of lives, especially a lot of people who try to take it easy on the kid because they don't want to hurt his feelings, and then, well, he destroys them. And I'm not saying that's how he wins. People who take him seriously go down as well. He is a master of that early gateway aggression and transitioning out of it afterwards. So many of his matches get decided based on how that initial gateway attack goes, whether it's Dark Templar being warped in, or whether it's a big Zealot Stalker push.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of early aggression, I noticed that Nachos spotted that scouting probe and shooed it away with a drone. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like probes might be just a little better than drones in a one-to-one fight. They're very similar, but the probe's shields come back pretty fast.
Right. Both of them, whether it's Zerg healing or whether it's Protoss shields, it's a matter of them being going a certain amount of time without taking damage. But yes, shields recover a lot more. On the other hand, the damage to them past the shields is permanent unless you find one of those healing shrines, which this map is lacking.
Yeah. All right. So we've got two adepts that just started their shade across for some early pressure here from Little Reaper.
Right. He is going to see how many workers he can kill. That probe just getting around, keeping his distance from the queen, but the Zerglings managed to get it. We will see what this shade accomplishes right now.
Okay, so shading into the main. We've got 4 lings at 1 queen. Nope, there they are.
Yeah, they casted the shade, and they took down 3 drones just like that. They're likely going to be able to hold out against some Zerglings as well. Here comes the shade again. And that's the tricky thing. This is the whack-a-mole portion, where you have to figure out where to attack, where to keep away from, whether or not those shades will complete. And those drones just got stuck, only able to attack with just 1 or 2 at a time because the placement between those mineral patches.
Yeah. No, Little Reaper's adept control is impeccable. You just watch him kind of ping-pong between bases. I never try to play the same build twice in these matches, but I did try a 2-gate early adept pressure match, I think, earlier this season, and Reaper is honestly like sort of my inspiration for that, because he does that as well or better than anyone that I've ever seen, at least in this league, and he almost always gets at least some damage in, and if nothing else, he has good scouting info, so then he can plan his follow-up.
Yep. And Nachos has chosen his tech path. He is going to be going with roaches. As expected, Little Reaper going with the Twilight Council and just completing that robotics facility. And speaking of quick, yes, this kid is quick, and he is going to be going with charge, speaking of quick. And look at right now, Nachos still has not taken his third, so that adept harassment really managed to set him back. Oh, can we take a look at the APM? We are getting requested, and we aim to please.
APM, so yeah.
So
Nachos is in the mid 200s when it looks like when he's producing, and then kind of like hovering in the low mid 100s. Little Reaper is
the Z key or the R key, yeah.
Yeah. Little Reaper kind of goes between about 80 and 160 is what it looks like. Again, depending if he's microing or macroing.
Top of the map, we are getting ready to warp a bunch of zealots into the main of Nachos. And Nachos, the longer he goes, without a third, the further behind he's going to be.
The thing I'm noticing
and
here
he knows
is,
what to expect. Look at this.
Yeah. You can tell
Trolling
that
those
Nachos
Zerglings.
is a little stressed or something like that, I'd say, because something I normally see him do very well is Overlord spread for vision, which he hasn't done, very much at all. So
Look
he
at
didn't
that! As
quite
soon as they
see
leave, he's got the creep
Yeah.
spread there, so he knows what's going on here.
Yep.
Drones
so
evacuated.
Running the drones. Yeah. And Roach Queen should be able to clean this up.
Yeah, he's going to be able to clean up, but again, this is more lost mining time, even if he didn't.
Yes.
Little Reaper trying to go after that spawning pool, but those
Yeah.
roaches just doing too much damage, and this would be a great time to expand right now.
Mhm.
But
I mean,
very
Reaper's got
rarely,
Fully mining third or close to it right now.
exactly, very rarely do you see Protoss ahead a mining base. So, yeah, Nachos
Yeah.
very much on the back foot right now. And look,
But you can,
right?
yeah. He's got the glial reconstitution and then 1/1 upgrades on the way, so it looks like he's probably going to go for a 2-base Roach sort of all in, since he hasn't been able to macro up and get.
I think that's going
lots
to
of
be the
hatches.
option here.
Yeah,
But he's going to have to hit fairly soon, because the more he lets the economy get away for Little Reaper, the bigger his opposition is going to be. Right now, he has a pretty good army count advantage, and this might have been his plan to begin with. He might have been planning from the very start to go with 2-base Roach.
could be. Yeah, no, he's
And
got.
look at this
a
timing.
dozen?
His
A little
1/1
more?
is just
Yeah.
about to complete for them.
Little Reaper.
He already has speed for them.
But he's got a battery at a third. He's got 1 immortal. He's got a sentry, which can guardian
2
shield.
batteries.
I think. Yeah, I think that Reaper's army here will be able to defend this without too much trouble.
He's going to have to draw those opponents further away. We have the Guardian Shield, the high ground now too, so yeah, that just didn't pay off.
Yep. And I mean, Nachos can keep reinforcing, but the Stalker is just really natural counter to the Roach, as is the Immortal.
He does have 1 Immortal thrown in there, and Little Reaper is to see what damage he can get done at his opponent's base.
Now I know Nachos is on layer tech. Does he have like a Hydra Den or anything behind this?
No, it's all Roach. It's all Roach.
Okay. Well,
And look
I
at
think, yeah.
warping it
Position's
right
gonna
there
matter
for the
here.
Prism, and yeah, the Queen separated, the army not all in one place at once, so I don't think this is going to go well. More and more Zerg units dying as Little Reaper just continues to warp in more Zealots.
Yeah. The Zealots on their own are really not very good against Roaches, but with the support of the tech units, especially the backline Immortals, then they're just a really good
Roach
meat
Warren
shield.
going down, nothing but Zerglings and Queens available to make them. And he's only got, I mean, he does, I think, have a macro hatchery. Yes, he does. But I mean, the Queens are up front. They're not able to inject larvae at the moment. I would have really liked to see some Ravagers, so he could drop some biles, especially on that Warp Prism. He might.
And I think
barely...
they've got a little better range and a little more DPS, so they're a really good backline, even if you just got a Roach farm.
It all depends. There's a trade-off involved. The Queens are starting to go down. Just 19 army supply left for Nacho.
Yeah. And holy smokes, Slow Reaper has a bank. About 4K in there, 3K, so you can just afford to warp in and warp in and warp in again.
Having 3 bases this early on and being able to just focus on the Zealots, yeah, it pays off. And yeah, last-ditch worker pull.
New Roach Warren, but I don't think it's going to be in time to matter to change the tide of the game. Because he's got half the supply. Yeah,
this is just so much where Little Reaper excels. Blocks off the main with a force field too.
Stylish.
And I think he played against type just a tiny bit. He still went with this big gateway composition, but he took the third well before he took the offensive. Just a little bit of harassment to keep his opponent occupied. Hatchery goes down. Queen's running out of energy.
And his ground units are just about to pack more of a punch. 1 second to level 2 weapons, where I think, especially in the Roach versus Zealot matchup, that'll help them to carve through that armor. So yeah, this is GG.
Yeah,
He's got a quarter of the supply.
Little Reaper takes a point for Pull the Boys.
Pull the Boys.
end there. I mean, Nachos had a good idea. He just got set behind. By the time he hit, there was just so much production, so much economy on Little Reaper's side.
And Little Reaper managed to just like do early damage, keep the pressure on, keep Nachos from really being able to drone up, to get a good eco, to afford a million roaches, to make them, kind of a scarier force.
Keep Nachos defensive. I think that was the biggest thing. That if you want to hit as early as possible if you're going for a 2-base roach, but so much of his attention was turned towards just making sure he didn't lose all his workers. Your KJ, go ahead and join the lobby.
I think we understand now what Little Reaper means when he says he's extremely ready.
Too ready.
Ready.
Let me tell you, it pays when...
Oh no, he's even more ready!
Oh, no. Don't get more ready, kiddo.
We can only stand so much readiness.
We don't need you to be more ready. But yes, it pays if your older brothers and your father play StarCraft nonstop. You're going to pick up on a bit. You're going to have some good people to work with, and you're going to be out for blood.
Yep.
Alrighty. We are going in this. We are going to be on Maganatha. Alright, so we will see what Nachos' plan is here. And a lot of it comes down to just surviving that initial aggression. But he's still going to need to get his economy going, hand in hand with that. So it is very tricky. And so much of it depends on just being ready for what your opponent is going to throw at you. Reading what they're going to be going for. Look at Little Reaper, just kind of bobbing to the music. I might need to ask him what he's listening to, and also I think that's a Sharpie. Whether he's taking some notes as he goes or what. Whatever he does, it works, and he is also one of the guys that I was always nervous to get. My friend Warbunny's actually had his number a bunch of times, and that was someone who isn't that big on playing 1v1. But just making sure that there was something to disrupt Little Reaper's early play. And I don't know, we might be a little bit stuck here again.
Yeah.
We will see. I know KJ has been having a little bit of issues, I think, with the StarCraft 2 game itself. So we shall see indeed.
You're saying he's like taking notes or something like that. I think Little Reaper is a student of the game and started that studying at a young age and just continues it. He has always offered me really good feedback and advice and things like that. He's on my team, and I have so much to learn compared to him. He probably gets in about 20 times as many games as I do, so there's a lot of wisdom there, and he's a good teacher as well. He manages to provide kind of like good pointed feedback, like, hey monkey, maybe don't make every text structure, that's insane. I'm like, oh, good point. So
that is one of the big things, especially if you're one of the people who has focused more on campaign and co-op. I will say my daughter serves a similar role. She has been teaching me how to really excel at Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
Are you getting good?
I am getting good. I am understanding the importance of leveling up all the friendships, because they really sort of time block you in that game. So yeah, a lot of gift giving. That's what it comes down to, figuring out what the favorite items of these different Sanrio characters are.
I feel leveling up your friendships is one of those lessons that's actually translatable to real life as well.
Oh man, that is so deep. Thank you, Hello Kitty, for us about love and a lot about life.
Where would we be without it?
In Japan, I guess.
And on an unstuck score.
All right. So yeah, we've got to remake again. So yeah, KJ, probably close out of StarCraft and reopen it again, and then we'll get you back into the lobby.
Yeah. the funny thing for me when we were dealing with these remakes for the connectivity issues last time is I play random, and I randomed into Terran, and then I randomed into Terran, and then I randomed into Terran. And I think that happens, one out of every 27 times or something like that?
Someone can calculate the odds. I am up for that.
Yeah, it's just 3 times 3 times 3, I think, right? And, so maybe 4% of the time, but it was still pretty funny. It was like, the game was bound and determined to give us that matchup. So
I have seen people like post in tech support, not just for the StarCraft games, but for the Warcraft ones as well. It's like, yeah, well, sometimes that's the way it goes, Rolling boxcars,
Yeah, absolutely.
Actually, we were just going on about nat 20s when it comes to rolling your dragons.
D&D players up in here?
There's D&D players around. Me, I tried to get into it, but I fell victim to the whole thing where there was always one guy who couldn't make it that session, and we got tired of coming up with explanations for why different characters kept sort of falling through dimensional rifts or whatever it was. So it is tricky. A big joke that I really enjoyed that someone was posting on social media when the more recent Dungeons and Dragons movie came out is to get the true experience for a Dungeons and Dragons movie. We need to walk 2/3 of the way through, tell everyone in the audience they have to leave.
Wrong players. I'm not playing.
Oh boy. Okay, I got caught up in my joke.
Here's a matchup I never want to play. Me versus.
All right. Well, you can get Little Reaper the win here.
All right. Well, it crashed again. So if you
want, we
can restart the stream, or we can try one more time.
I'm gonna just Alt F4 out of StarCraft since I do not need to be in this, right? And then I will rejoin.
There's something that's BattleNet that's gonna screw.
Well, also I accidentally set him as one of the players.
Right. Yeah. Let's try a relaunch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it on low setting. I don't know what's going on. I may have to buy a new computer, but it was fine for a while, right?
Yeah. I've been able to keep this computer going for a while, especially after the new video card I got. I am due to dust it out. That is one of the things on my to-do list for December. Open it up. Use that spray that has the really awful tasting aerosol stuff in it, so that you're I guess dissuaded from huffing it, but it stays in the air, man. It is so difficult not to get a little bit of that taste on you.
Turtle, could you re-invite me to the party, please?
I am inviting you to party.
Excellent. Dusting out your PC seasonally is another one of those life metaphors. You've got to take care of those things before they become literally a fire hazard. But if you do it every now and then and you keep it scheduled.
I'm not as worried about fire hazard, but still overheating and some of the other stuff. And yeah, I mean, if my computer did catch fire, that would be rough, because I know there's a special kind of fire extinguisher that you're supposed to use that doesn't, that you're supposed to use in electronics. And I've had it at most of my workplaces, but now I work from home, so...
I am not paid by them at all, but a product plug for something that I've used when I was a first responder is the Element fire extinguisher. It's very cool. So look it up later, but the idea is it's a dry chemical one that looks kind of like a tube about a foot long. Pull out the striker, activate it, and then it does a chemical spray that will put out car fires, electronic fires, grease fires, all sorts of things.
All right. And here...
keep it in the glove box.
Little Reaper isn't in game right now.
He restarted.
I need to invite him. Okay, good. And then for you, it's still got you... shows you as in menu. Let me see. Where were we? Meganatha?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Invite to party again. All right, let's do this.
Is Nachos in the party?
Nah, but I figure we can just have Little Reaper play against an empty spot. Here we go. Invite to party. I'm just kidding, the Nacho Boy. Invite to game. Alright, let me see if I can do this right, and let's see if the computers and networks and programs cooperate. Alright. Okay, everyone. Do some finger crossing here. Oh.
That's what I'm doing. Oh, race is off.
Might be the wrong race.
Sometimes it's a comedy of errors, but hey, it's loading quickly.
As long as it's a different error each time, we get the variety out of it.
And I feel like it'll reload quickly here too. So let's relaunch one last time.
Let's see. Yeah, I think we are remaking.
Correct.
Alright. Play again.
Happens to the best of us.
And the worst too. I mean, that's the beautiful thing of it.
The light. Yeah.
I don't know. I love Sergeant ABC. Some of the other guys didn't say ready. Okay. Then we've got tryhards like me and you who are like, I'll play this race. Now I'm ready. Okay.
There we go. He is very ready.
He is getting more ready with each time we try to start this game. So I mean, we're getting like power overhype readiness here.
There were on the order of 8 exclamation points after his ready message. So yeah, the power level is over 9,000. The readiness is off the charts.
Alrighty. In the lower right, we have our blue Protoss. He is
Little Reaper.
And he is playing for the team.
Pulled the boys.
And his opponent in the upper left, playing with the purple Zerg, we have
Nachos.
And he is the captain of team.
Cheesy.
That's
nachos.
right. It's the cheesy nachos. Just try to picture, this, Zerg Queen dipping nacho chips in a bunch of creep.
Mm-hmm. Incredibly fast hatch first here. It was like a 14 hatch.
Little Reaper going out to scout.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is interesting. I mean, we've got. All right, then the spawning pool.
Hatch pool, no gas. This is he's doing something interesting.
And an
here.
Overlord is coming up. He's going to be a supply block for a little while. I don't think that's going to bother him. There we go, taking the gas, then freeing up a spot for another drone.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, he could do a gas block too.
Yeah, I think Little Reaper is going to get the idea that something's unusual here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was indeed hatch before pool. But it's a question of checking how much earlier. This is where it pays to have that option to be able to click on your opponent's structures and units. And yeah, Little Reaper straight at it. He's completing the wall, getting a Zealot out to finish up the wall, fill it in.
It's a good response because away, as soon as that pool is ready, 6 Zerglings from Nachos. So that's definitely 8 actually, because there's some building at the natural too. He wants early damage this time. I think he wants revenge.
Indeed he does, or to at least get it all over with.
Mm-hmm. Now Reaper sent that scouting probe back to an interesting spot. I wonder what he's thinking. Is he going to put in a proxy Stargate or something down here? Is he taking a weird location for an expansion? Yeah, I think he's expanding.
Yeah, I mean maybe, or he might be hiding, getting ready to hide a Dark Templar shrine. Or, who knows?
That I think is it.
It's something we can ask him about.
Yep. Now that probe is on the move again. So yeah, here come the Lings.
I think the idea was just to get it away from the Lings so it can peek in after they've left. That's just my interpretation.
Yeah. Actually, this is wild to me. See, Nachos went for this pretty aggressive. It wasn't pool first, but he built a lot of Lings early. and he's only using a couple and a pair to scout. I think he's looking for proxies. I thought he was going to be running them across, trying to kill probes, or maybe a pile in the wall or something. But I think he just wanted solid defense against the Adepts, and he'll have it.
Yeah, that might be it. We'll ask both of them. Little Reaper, I mean, he isn't letting himself get thrown off by this. He's just building kind of more or less what he would normally. He's got the Twilight Council down. It looked like he was starting charge, but then canceling it, so maybe he is still a little bit puzzled, trying to figure out what to expect here. Yep, Dark Templar Shrine.
Yeah, hidden tech. Oh, Nachos is
he can be
so
a beast
close
with
to finding that, but he didn't.
Well, I mean,
those scouting lanes are going all over the map.
Yeah, Nachos. He has not gone for a third or a lair yet. So, I mean, potentially those Dark Templar could cause a lot of trouble. He's also using the Queens to wall off the ramp, but it's getting in the way of some of the drones. So, all right, getting some spore crawlers down. Little Reaper, yeah, he indeed is making a proxy over by that Zelnaga watchtower.
Yeah.
So that was what he was going with.
Now the thing is, that spore is positioned to counter a prism. It's not in the mineral line to protect drones from like the DT. So if they get in there, start swiping.
Yeah, I think you might be countering the wrong thing here. We will see very soon. Alright, there we go. Dark Templar Shrine completed. There's no Robo, so he's not going with a Warp Prism yet.
I wonder if Nachos showing this Roach Warren is a fake. I wonder if he's going for Muta or something different off of this 2 base, because he's not building any Roaches, and he's not heavily investing his gas into something else. I kind of expect a layer to be showing up here as maybe the next thing that comes out of his main hatch.
Well, I mean, we're going to get into a very interesting situation here once these DTs start trying to get through them. Oh, and that Queen went back to... Is that a full wall?
It is. That is a wall.
All right.
So the weakest link in it, I guess, will be the Roach Warren. And yeah, Nachos, that gives him a little time to get up the spore that he's burrowing there in the natural. Is it going to burrow in time? I think it is.
That Roach Warren's about to go down.
Yeah,
all right.
But he stopped the DTs from getting in.
He did indeed. I'd like to know what the next move is going to be. He is getting a lair going. And again, he's just going to be going with an in-base macro hatchery. Wall gets completed again. So are we going to be... I'd really like to know what Nacho's plan with all of this is. Is it going to be a Nidus Worm, or is it going to be... Is it going to be going air? Little Reaper again, getting the third well before his Protoss opponent. He is just trying to muscle his way through him.
I think the actual tell here of what Nachos was trying to do is that his melee weapons, the +1 is about 2/3 done right now, along with Carapace. So it could be like a Ultra or Adrenal Lings thing. He took 4 gases, but he's only got 2 of them with workers on there.
Well, he's keeping us guessing, so he's probably keeping Reaper guessing too. However, he's just falling further and further behind in economy again.
Yeah, so much unspent on the minerals as well. And even though he's got that macro hatch, with all the... It's like he's not going to have enough larvae to spend that yet.
Well, he does at least have that macro hatchery, but I don't know.
I just noticed that he didn't build speed for his lings, and that is it started maybe about 30 seconds ago, so it's almost halfway done.
I think he's kind of out-thinking himself a bit. I've definitely fallen into this before, where I try to be really clever, and I end up throwing myself off more than my opponent.
Look at the production.
Fire going.
36 links. Yeah, I think he's going for a kind of delayed Mutaling Bane thing here.
Maybe.
Yeah, there's the nest. Yep, family nest going down. Yeah. This is a weird one. But Little Reaper's just pulling ahead from the eco and is not behind on tech either. Right. So
he's building more and more. Meanwhile, Nacho's busy destroying one of his own structures.
So he's moving out. Here they come. Oh, he's pulling queens.
He could really use overseers with this.
Yeah, because he knows there's DTs.
Well, also that just wasn't enough for what his opponent has right now.
It's like he split his army into
Here we
Wings
go.
to
Let's
die.
try and see this fly.
Okay. I think that those spines are in a pretty decent spot. The one's going to go down, and then there's going to be an even bigger hole. He needs his veins to be ready yesterday in order to take down those zealots.
Those are just go in there and just instantly dying each time.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Little Reaper has gotten to the natural. Workers are going down.
Oh, Nachos, you have so much money and you have a spire. You could have been building mutas instead of wings with those.
Alright, GG.
Yeah.
Alright, Hold the Boys are now
I was saying, I really mean it. CheesyNachos is the team that I personally love to root for the most over my team. Because not only was Nachos really cool to me, like when I joined, but Sergeant ABC, we always have great, games. Fenrir was my old teammate from Rage's Raiders. So I know that they've had kind of a rocky season. I think that they're something like 2-5 with 7 games played. So they really want to try to win this series against us if they are going to make the playoffs. And yeah, it's going to be a tough order.
All right, Nachos. So early on, just plan to go with the 2 base both times?
No, I got stopped. I couldn't expand.
Okay.
No, not 2 base.
Yeah, just kind of the way it turned out. And Little Reaper, just a couple questions. You've got, is that like a Sharpie marker that you keep holding on to? Okay. Do you write strategies with that, or is it just your favorite marker? Okay, fair enough. Also, we noticed you bobbing around quite a bit. What music are you listening to? Okay, you're
Nice.
just. I love the in-game music. That's all good. I think people who are listening to other music are missing out. But yeah, good job. Just controlling things very well. I know it looked like you were trying to figure out what to expect the second game, then you just kind of shrugged and built up, and that was that.
Yeah. Nachos, it looked to me like you were going for some Mutiling Bane there in the second game, but kind of got thrown into a defensive posture. And you had a big ground army there of Zerglings, but then when you ran out, when you were starting to move out, Reaper was unfortunately right there to kind of catch them unsupported.
Yeah, for sure.
Been able to, was the plan there to use those lings to sort of run by at any expansions and then get some mutas and just get some tempo with fast units out on the map?
Yeah, that's exactly exactly it. I know that Mutiling Bane is not hit, it's not meta, but as far as me being Zerg and playing as Zerg, that is actually the most funnest way I play Zerg. Yeah. And so I really have a blast, and there's a way I'm working and practicing on a timing where kind of doing a lot of speed stuff and hitting outside bases and stuff like that. And in due time, as if I'm real successful with that and don't pull my units back, the mutas may join or they may aim for the main base. But
right on. Yeah, I agree. It's fun. It's fun to watch too. It makes for exciting games.
Oh heck yeah!
Yeah,
for sure.
All right. Well,
do you want to tag out with me for announcing, and I'll go have second breakfast?
I'll take over. Yeah.
Right on.
I'm back in it.
Okay, I'll check back in with Turtle later if you need to tag out for a break.
Yeah, sure. Just keep an eye on it.
All right.
We are bringing in our codesters. And Chatomic, I know you're here to translate as well.
Yep.
Antoine Q, what is your in-game name? I can't see you.
Diazepam.
Oh yeah, he's in the FSL Diazepam. DIAZ' Pam. There you go. Yeah. And how do I know that? Well, first of all, he's on my team. Second of all, we've been practicing a lot. So, haha.
All right, and Antoine Q, you're returning from a lot of computer issues, right? Do you want to tell anyone about what you've been going through?
Est-ce que t'as eu des problèmes de PC récemment? Non, c'est pas ça.
Non, juste que j'ai déménagé quoi.
Ah, ok. So
Mais sans mon PC.
Okay, so he changed PC, like he's not using his main computer, he's on a laptop. That's why his that was his main computer issue.
Alright. Yeah. Here, I'll invite you to party too.
Yeah, Antoine was he was with us at the very beginning. He gave us some excellent wins. And I'm going to tell you how, like, having a good co-S, I know that, we're figuring out the team at the beginning. All the captains, we're aiming for the, getting the code B players because they're so rare. But having a great code S that like a ringer like that, and Antoine Q was that for us. Like, he would win the games, and it like pushes down your good players starting at code S down to code A down to code B. And it was so we really missed him when he had to break away. But he's back for the end of the season, and so we're glad to have him.
All right, and Dark Menace, we haven't seen you for a while. What have you been up to, man?
For a while. I think I played last week. But
maybe I wasn't paying it. Yeah, you did.
yeah, I did. Just cool. Just cool.
All right, fair enough.
But see, Dark Menace operates in the dark, so you wouldn't be able to see him. That's
I remember actually making a joke about that last time. So yeah, I don't know what I'm saying, people. So we'll just get into it. All right,
let's go.
Ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right, without further ado, and yeah, getting a computer for StarCraft 2 is always kind of tricky because it doesn't take advantage of multiple cores. So you gotta find a computer where the processor's individual cores are pretty good, on their own. Otherwise, you get a bunch of carriers and zerglings on the map, and everything stops moving.
Well, to that point, I've been trying to troubleshoot the video issues I had with doing StarCraft 2 and with the video issues.
Yeah,
hold
that thought, because in the upper right, we have our red Zerg.
Antoine Q.
And he is playing for
CheesyNachos.
Love that intro for him.
In the lower right-hand corner of torches, we have none other than
Dark Menace.
And the pink Zerg is playing for
Hold the Boys.
Right. We are going to be going for some heavy-duty ZVZ. Dark Menace is a real terror when it comes to these Code S matches, but as we said, Antoine Q, he's no slouch, and he will take him to the limit. And what were you saying before about computers?
Oh, talking about I have some pretty beefy machines. I play on an Apple M1 Mac. But when it comes to like video streaming and playing StarCraft at the same time, I had to offload the video streaming to another computer. I had to almost like being a pro streamer at this point. I was like, what am I doing? So, but it works like a charm.
That's one of the biggest reasons why I ended up getting a new video card, better GPU. Because StarCraft and the streaming was going alright until I got a much better webcam, and all of a sudden,
it's just like I can't do it. Yes. Yeah, I think I'm looking at locos and Harpsum's setups and everything like that. It's like they all have a second rig just to handle the video stream. I think that's your pro tip of the day.
I'm not quite there yet. It's interesting because on my computer desk, I've got both my gaming computer and my work computer. And unfortunately, I don't think they'd approve of me installing OBS on my work computer, so here I am. Anyway, here come the Zerglings. We are going to see how prepared Dark Menace is for them.
Yeah. It's a CBC. It's fast. It's chaotic. It's action paced. It's all the things. It's all the things.
It is creepy. It is creep everywhere. Or almost
creep everywhere. And Dark Menace saw this coming. He has the spine collar down. He's trying to defend, losing a Ling there.
You see him stalling by moving his Zerglings through those mineral patches just to buy himself time.
Just a little bit more time.
These are our high-level players, and these guys know what they're doing big time.
Yeah. Whereas you saw Sergeant ABC earlier, just, trying to get your spine crawlers down as much, as fast as possible. Dark Menace is like, no, I'm going to put it here so I can help protect it, not get this around, and let it come alive, if you will, to help defend.
Now that attack, not particularly committed by Antoine Q.
Right.
2 gases going down there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you start off with the gasless spell, but now you're dropping down 2.
Yeah, he's going to be tapping
and with the roach rolling coming.
And so
now I'm going to check the upgrades.
That change. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm checking the gas. Without. Yeah, no gas, no upgrades. 2 evos going down.
Dark Menace almost has his Zergling speed, his metabolic boost. Yeah, Antoine Q more than a little bit protected at his natural. Dark Menace is the first to take a third. And yeah, Antoine Q definitely, we're going with what looks like a much more dedicated 2-base here. He has not taken a third at the 4-minute mark. But he is definitely, and even more than that, he is investing quite a bit of mining into gases, which is unusual at this point of game, even if you do have 3 bases. So, yeah, I think he is planning to hit very hard with those roaches.
Yeah.
New viewer here, what's the usual chat energy? I don't know if there's a usual chat energy. It really depends who's hanging around. We get a lot of people from Team Liquid who just saw us posted here, so it depends what they bring. Meanwhile, I just try to keep my energy going no matter what, because when I get analytical, I get very, very dull.
So do we all.
Yes,
hey, you're talking about the,
he has 6 lurkers, and he has them in his opponent's natural, so that will most likely be the deciding move of the game.
Now, you're talking about Roaches making that call, but I see a +1 melee. I don't think Roaches is going to be the call.
No, that's very interesting. All that gas, he doesn't actually have a Baneling nest. Antoine Q doesn't, so... with all that focus on gas and not taking a third, even at the 5.5-minute mark, there's something he's planning to do. That, okay, here we go. Working on taking the third now, but I have got to assume there is something tech-heavy that he really wants right away. At the moment, the opponent... Yep.
Let's see, with that lair finishing, the spire is going up.
That is the answer to the riddle. We might be seeing some really serious Ling Bane here.
Yeah. So we have Dark Menace with a gang of speedlings coming up, trying to take that third down. I think they're going to be pretty successful. We're going to get a cancel. Yeah, we're going to get a cancel all that.
Those Zerglings kind of move there, then they're like, maybe not. Maybe not. All right. He has a very good wall here, though, and his opponent knows it. Look at that. 2 queens, 2 spine crawlers.
If you're going to bust it up, it's going to take a few more Banelings to bust up that wall.
And I love that with the, with the Mecha Zerg skins, the, simulants, I think they're called. We were talking about things catching fire earlier, and that's what they do.
That's right.
Who
that makes it very popular skin.
All right. Right now, Dark Menace currently taking his 4th, so his economic lead is going to keep growing and growing. It's going to be a question of how much of an answer he has. Oh, look at this. It's not only going to be Muta, it's going to be it's going to be Zergling drop Muta. And
there's 11 Mutas coming on the way.
A lot of Mutas, but he's going to be reinforcing with Zerglings right there. He's going to be dropping the Zerglings where his Mutas are attacking. I love it.
You gotta love it.
I gotta love it, because if I don't love it, it gets as boring as when I'm being analytical. Alright, there we go. He's gonna try to target down those slow Banelands. The Queen's being able to hold strong, and the Mutalisks just killing Zerglians multiple at a time.
Oh yeah.
The Queen's taking down an Overseer for good measure, but still, his opponent is going to have such a macro advantage. More economy, more production, and Dark Menace has a Spire of his own that's just about to complete. And I mean, the Element of Surprise is done, and the scores are just about to complete here. Queen goes down, and they're going to be choosing to focus on the top. Seeing what they can get done. Oh, they are going to be able to take out that Spore. Now they're going to be going after the poor, innocent workers who are just trying to do their job and carry the minerals and gas around. And this
they're making minimum wage. Oh, this is so sad.
That economic advantage might fade very quickly here. More Spore Crawlers going down, trying to protect his main. We are up to 19 dead workers. And, I mean,
and those units just pop.
Yep. Just not necessarily in time. Big trick here is just finding where those Spore Crawlers aren't.
That's right.
Have we ever had a moment where chat just lost control? Not really. I mean, we've had to ban some spam bots before, but that's been about it. Exactly. This is the fun Star League. We keep things kid friendly, because if you've noticed, we've got all ages here. Alright, this time the third is going up, and late is better than never. More Muta harassment, just focusing down the Spore Crawlers. I think this gambit is paying off for Antoine. As far as the upgrades go, we've got 1-1 for the Zerglians. He is researching his Muta upgrades, Antoine Q is, but it's still going to be a while before those complete.
Right, that takes forever, or it feels like forever.
Any of the attack or armor upgrades, yes.
Oh yeah.
Alright, just like that, GG, Antoine Q and his wonderful, miraculous laptop have taken the match.
Yeah.
Alright, next map is going to be on Pylon. Yeah, I don't have a gaming laptop, my wife does. I use it a lot. I usually just plug it into the TV. Not for big competitive stuff, because the TV, there's always that output delay. But it is very nice to like play the campaigns in 4K.
So good.
And we've been doing a lot of retro gaming with Doom 1 and 2 and that Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection with those old arcade games.
That's so great.
Alright, here we go. And I have no idea how to... Jaspom, or something like that. But yeah, it's Antoine Q. We know him well. Alright. Dark Menace says ready whenever, and whenever is right now. Let's see. Hopefully we have less hitches getting the game started. We seem to be on a bit of a roll that way. G plus F plus H plus F
equals fun times.
Yeah, you should have added that at the end, but now it's too late. All right, more ZVZ going, and just like I said, the thing about this match, it's so much about when you switch to what tech.
Yeah.
All right. In the lower right, we have the Red Zerg. And he is playing for the team.
CheesyNachos.
And yeah. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. In the upper left, continue with our Valentine's Day theme. For the pink Zerg, we have none other than
Dark Menace.
And he is playing for
Hold the Boys.
Okay, and yeah, for the record, neither of us are KJ. KJ is running production here. He's the observer. He's running a bunch of these other really cool effects and hosting it.
He's making us look good.
And yes, we'll fix that with SOS. That's another thing just to take note on. But yeah, one of the things we were actually thinking about is maybe making a separate Twitch channel for this stuff, just to avoid confusion, just so people stop assuming that I own an esports team. I mean, not that I have any objection to that.
Right,
but
right.
no, I am the guy who runs Minnesota Barcraft, and without ESL or GSL going, and with these EWC things not being on weekends earlier this year, we haven't been doing a lot of Barcraft events, is what I'm kind of alluding to. But yeah, check out MN Barcraft on Facebook, because I do post some thoughts and news on there. Alright, early Baneling nest for Dark Menace.
Right. Yeah, Antoine totally missed those lings coming in, 6-pack of lings. He, with Dark Menace doing that, I believe it was a 13 pull, and just coming across. Yeah, Antoine Q pulling the boys.
He wants to get the damage in early. Stacking them up now, but then mining with them. Alright, we'll see what happens here. One of those deals is, you can if your opponent's focusing on the hatchery, you can let it absorb some damage here and there. You just don't want them to be able to finish it off.
That's right. Yeah. The hatcheries are beefy boars. Your command centers, your headquarters, they can take some lickings. Just
one thing Antoine Q does not know is there's a couple of Banelings morphing just out of sight there. Ooh, and a third as well. He is going for the teddy bear here. I don't know what I'm trying to say. The cigar, the grand prize. Alright, Zerglings go down. Queen being surrounded. We got drones trying to fight back, but more Banelings on the way. 8 drones have gone down, as well as the hatchery. This is a difficult spot for Antoine Q. Although at the same time, we've got to note, Dark Menace doesn't have a natural hatchery either.
That's right.
So
we're all even Steven at this moment.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's just doubling down on the Ling Bane for now. I would love to see like a spine crawler or something back here. Oh, just like that. Dark Menace has taken it. So we are, Pull the Boys are at 4, Cheesy Nachos at 2. One more map win, and Pull the Boys takes this series, and we are going to be moving on to the team games in just a moment. All right, 2 really interesting matches there. Again, very different both times. Antoine Q, the mutaplay, was that always the plan in game 1?
Est-ce que dans la première game, le Spire c'était vraiment le plan quoi? C'est genre. Yes, it was the main plan.
Yep, I know the word "we" at least. That I remember from junior high. And then, yeah, and then also just back at you, Dark Menace. Were you planning to have a big Ling rush one of these games, Ling Bane?
Not exactly.
Okay.
Did you talk about first game?
Yep.
I was being more defensive. I just overmade Lings because I was like, I scouted no lair, so I'm like, okay, this is probably gonna be like a fake roach into some sort of Ling rush, like Ling timing. Then I overmade defenses, and that's why I decided to be so aggro with all the Lings.
Yeah, fair enough. And Antoine Q, I noticed you also were making a drop overlord. Was the initial plan also to like throw some Lings into the main base too? In the first game?
Est-ce que le drop lord, genre l'overlord avec les poches là, est-ce que tu prévoyais de faire de drop des Lings aussi dans la main?
Je drop des Lings, mais j'ai oublié ça.
Okay, so the initial plan was to drop Lings into the main, but he forgot about it and went all in Judah.
And it worked! It was good. Alright, and just to check, are we still going with Dark Menace and Von Lipvig versus Nachos and Antoine Q for the team match? I know Nachos just stepped away for just a moment. Oh, you are? Wow. Alright.
Woohoo!
So who are we planning our 2v2? Because I believe both Dark Menace and Antoine Q are planning to do the team match.
Yeah, and nachos with Antoine Q for cheesy nachos. I think we had Neutrophil reached out and said Medic Jr. is going to be joining them on the 2v2.
Is he available? I see Little Reaper. I don't see Von Lipvig or Medic Jr.
Yeah, captains, make a call there. Neutrophil's the captain.
Yeah, is Neutrophil available to make that call?
Yeah, it's either
or anybody.
Captain. Someone has to decide that now.
Okay. Let's reach out to. Let me switch to Discord and I'll reach out.
I'm pinging them.
Okay,
Otherwise,
cool. Thank
Little
you.
Reaper seems to still be ready as well. Also, Chatomic, are you going to be joining the chat with them to translate between the players, or is that not necessary?
As they wish. I can do.
Just ask.
Est-ce que t'as besoin, Antoine, que je sois là dans le local pour...
Ça peut être mieux, ouais.
Okay, he thinks he needs me.
Okay.
Go.
All right, fair enough.
Yes.
Alright, we'll be back.
All right, just brief intermission.
Take a break. Dun, 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 dun. You like my rendition? That was awesome.
I like any rendition.
Cheesy nachos. Agent hidden. Infinite cycles. Every space mirror. Hold the poise.
Probably code A.
Okay, I think we're about ready. We're just about to get back.
Okay.
All right.
We're back. Let's go.
We got into a lot of chats, mostly about the StarCraft miniatures game and that Zeratul figure pre-release. But yes, we are going to be bringing our codeiers and our codesters back. We're going to be doing 2v2, and this is going to determine whether we get tied up and go to the ace match, or whether Pulled the Boys clinches the victory.
Monkey Shaman
Holy
co-casting,
smoke.
I suppose, right?
Yep, Monkey Shaman
Yeah,
will
yeah.
be co-casting because Nachos is going to have his hands full.
Oh, you ain't lying. Oh my gosh.
All right, we're going to be starting on Emerald City. And yeah, Chitomic's going to keep translating just in case there's any big strategies that come up. I'm inviting you to lobby right now. I'm all for getting us started. Unless any of you have anything specific to say. We've already talked to everyone already.
Nothing in particular. I'd say everyone's kept a good attitude as we've dealt with the technical difficulties of various sorts.
Indeed.
Yeah, we're chilled like that.
Go ahead and join lobby. And I'm going to divide you up into your separate lobbies.
All right, so I need to be. We are not playing. We are the casting team.
Yeah, Little Reaper. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I one thing at a time. I'm moving the voice stuff first.
I see.
Spectator. That's Little Reaper. Wait, where's Dark Menace?
I don't know if he's in the party.
Invite to party, invite to game. All right, there we go. Yeah, so Dark Menace, Little Reaper's older brother. You've seen that they can be very brutal.
Mm-hmm. And I imagine that they do have a fair bit of experience playing on teams. I wonder if Antoine Q and Nachos have had the opportunity to play together.
A little bit, but it's been a while. I mean, Antoine Q, as we said, he's been without a gaming computer for over a month. But as you saw, he's more than shaking the rust out. Other big thing here, there's going to be a lot of Zerg on the map. 3 Zerg, 1 Protoss, so we could be seeing quite a bit of creep.
Yeah, I think this map is going to look real purple real fast.
Yeah, here in the Emerald City, shout out to the Part 2 of Wicked, whatever. You know, all of a sudden, Wizard of Oz or their alternate retellings are topical again.
Everything old is new again. It's just like when somebody brings back a 2014 cheese.
You know, there were Wizard of Oz plays and movies before the Judy Garland one. But yeah, a lot of different stuff. And yeah, I mean, Wizard of Oz also public domain too by this point. So there have been some hilariously low budget Wizard of Oz stuff out there too. You know, we're just all in for a moment. Nachos is getting something ready.
So it's been decades for me, but I swear that there is a theatrical Return to Oz movie, and I remember seeing it and thinking that this was very different in tone than the first one. So
yeah,
I bet the MST3K is pretty good.
Return to Oz scarred a lot of children. I kind of liked it. One of the big things is a lot of those new characters in there were from the later books. There were a lot of books with the TikTok Man, you know, all this stuff about the Scarecrow as the leader of Oz, whatever. And this is like over 100 years ago, I think, at this point, the books. But yes, there were those. All right, 2v2 combat. In the upper left, we have the purple Zerg he is.
Antoine Q.
And his teammates, the Zerg in the orange. We call him. And they represent the team.
Nachos. Cheesy
And their
Nachos.
opponents in the lower right the third Zerg in the match, with the color pink, we have
Dark Menace.
And his teammate, playing with the blue Protoss pieces, we have
Little Reaper.
And they are team members on the team of
Pulled the Boys.
Blue Protoss pieces. So we really are getting hyped for the miniatures game from Archon Games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Zeratul, I believe, was some sort of pre-order thing. You could get him before any of the actual sets were ready. I don't have the budget for it, at the moment. We will see what I can get in on, but there's definitely going to be a lot of FOMO involved, as there is with any miniature game when it's in pre-release. But like I said, I've gotten these nice this nice streetwear from Culture Kings. My current one, modeled after the original StarCraft box, the Protoss one. So there's at least more stuff you can spend money on in StarCraft, even if very little of it is in-game.
I think that is such a cultural phenomenon amongst gamers that's been the case for a couple decades, and it doesn't really even without a StarCraft 3 maybe happening ever, we've still got new products coming out. So yeah. I'm excited that it's something that looks high quality and it's not just like a money grab mobile game or that kind of thing that they decided to let the IP be used for.
We'll see what Nexon comes up with, but thankfully we pretty much know for a fact that there's something internal in development too, as far as Blizzard goes. And that's coming earlier this year. We had a Hearthstone crossover and a Diablo 4 crossover. So we'll just... they see value in the IP, so there we go. Alright, so far, not a lot of aggression. We've gotten Overlord being picked on, and a lot of unbuildable plates being chewed up.
I think CheesyNachos is going to get the first good scout in, because that Overlord is... taking a peek over at Little Reaper's expansion.
Yeah.
If I had to guess, that'll also be their first target.
Yeah, well, you just figure out what's within reach. I love the fishing game of Overlords, kind of the judgment call of, are they just trying to lure my queen out to snipe it?
Yep.
Ooh, so we're going straight into Robo for Little Reaper.
That's interesting.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised if he tries some warp-ins. I've definitely seen some good 1-2 punches when he's been in game, where when his teammate is hitting at the front, he starts warping things in right at the mineral lands. So much of this has to do with maybe trying to take out one of your opponents. Oops.
Yep. Well, we got a couple of depths, and here come the Banes. Oh! Yeah.
Yeah, Dark Menace ready to hit hard. Doesn't look like there's an answer to protecting this hatchery.
Yeah,
yep.
So
they get the cancel.
The third hatches for Nachos and Dark Menace went down on almost identical timings. Nachos is using his fresh larvae over there for Zerglings, and Dark Menace is getting a queen and some drones. So it looks like Pull the Boys is trying to, get on an aggressive footing, keep on the pressure, force their opponents to build defenses, and not get into tech or whatever their plan is for the mid and late game.
Dark Menace just doing a great job picking out targets. He was going after the Roach War, and then he noticed those 2 queens were out. He's just causing as much chaos as possible, trying to keep Antoine Q from getting a decent foothold and getting moving on his macro.
Yeah, Antoine Q with the safety roaches coming out. Maybe they are planned to be.
Little Reaper sending an Immortal over. That was what that early Robo was for. But he also has a Warp Prism ready to fly.
20 Zerglings in the production tab right now for Dark Menace. So just like he was droning, now he's shifting back into army, getting ready for the next little bit of pressure.
Indeed, and we're seeing a parade of pink just heading over to CheesyNachos' side of the map. That warp prism will not be used to harass. He is just warping guys in right at the front lines, bringing in the stalkers, and they are seeing if they can take out the third of Nachos. Nachos getting a whole lot of Zerglings going, but another third going down, whereas, the thirds of the Pulled the Boys players delayed, but looking nice and safe. Alright, here we go. Roach and Zergling, but just seems like Pulled the Boys have their number. This is a very good composition, and if Pulled the Boys are able to pull this through, then we'll still be doing one final match, but Pulled the Boys will have taken it and moved to first #1 seed in the league.
Now I've noticed that Dark Menace is the only one here who has a layer, and it is done. The others are morphing, but they're a good minute or two behind.
Well, just like that, we have GG's galore. Pulled the Boys has taken the series.
Nicely done. I'm cheering a lot louder inside. I just don't want to hurt anybody's eardrums on the stream.
Fair enough. It is important that the health of our viewers come first. Alright, we are still going to be finishing up with one last match. Just for the statistics, it is going to be on Rohana. Getting everyone in. And yeah, just a lot of aggression from Pulled the Boys in that last match before their opponents were ready to deal with it. Spectator.
Yeah, I'll say this: our team chatted Discord is blowing up right now.
Yeah, we got chats on multiple fronts to keep track of here. Let me just see if everyone's ready. Ready whenever. GLHF. Go. Okay, we are ready to rock. This time, no room for topical stuff about big movie sequels.
Deal.
Yeah. I don't think it's named after the Rohana from the campaign either. I think she has an RH. I'd have to double check. It's something to Google and then not trust the results of. All right. In the upper left, we have our pink Zerg. He is.
You are watching.
Pause.
Pause, please. Requested by the Reaper.
Slow on there. I'll respond into the hotkey. Remake? Okay.
Wonder what happened. Oh, the keyboard.
I think we just didn't get enough game remakes going. You know, people had gotten used to that. We had to get one more remake in for old time's sake.
Mm-hmm. The funny thing is, it seems like it's just been a variety of issues. Like,
exactly,
we've had hardware issues, we've had ping issues, we've had people playing on the
incorrect
road.
races, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We've had people who all right.
And yet we persevere, and we've had some excellent games.
But yeah, I'm Hyper Turtle. I'm casting with Monkey Shaman. So yeah, we're trying our best to keep things entertaining, but a lot of the credit goes to the players here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get back to this. In the lower right, we have our pink Zerg, and his name is
Dark Menace.
And his teammate and younger brother, the Protoss in the green, he is
Middle Reaper.
And they are representing the team.
Pulled the boys.
And their opponents in the upper left, we have the orange Zerg. He is
Nachos.
and his teammate with the blue Zerg is none other than
Antoine Q.
and they are playing for the team of
CheesyNachos.
All right, so this match, as I said, the series has already been decided. We still go through with all the matches so everyone gets their chances to play, and so that we've got the proper stats in case there's a tie as far as the rankings go. But don't expect either team to hold anything back here. They like winning. That is a big thing they all have in common. Now,
honestly
Nachos
with
and
no
Antoine
pressure.
Q,
Yeah. Go ahead, please.
The CheesyNachos team, they were going with a much earlier pool this time. Both of them were, so we might be seeing a Ling Rush.
Yeah. If they wanted to really wild out, they could even try for some kind of drone pull or a queen walk.
Yeah, or a proxy hatchery. I love those.
Yeah. Check
They
it
actually
out.
work. Yeah. Come on,
Those,
people. Be
they are
creative.
rallied across the map. Yeah, there they
Give
go.
us something wild to talk about here. Although, I mean, there's a reason why Zerg Rushes have, remained a part of the conversation after a good 28 years. They were the original strategy, and they're a strategy that's never grown challenged. All right, let's see how the team of Pulled the Boys react to this.
All right, Spine went down. Takes a little while to build, though, so they're going to need to do something to keep those wings off of it. Nope, got canceled.
And both the CheesyNachos team members are going completely gasless. No researching speed right now. They just want to go for it all. Their opponent's doing what they can to defend the ramp. This is one of those lovely maps where they share a natural, but there are separate ramps for the main bases. So a good one for dividing and conquering, but it already looks like the aggression's been pretty much shot down.
Yep.
Those adapts and Zerglings more than paying for themselves.
And I think the most important structure on the map right now is that Baneling nest that Dark Menace has done. Because if they're planning on just sending it with Zerglings, which are light units, Banes are the best counter.
Yeah, don't sell that Twilight Council short, though. Little Reaper can work magic with those upgrades. Alright, there goes the shade.
Round and round they go. Which mineral line? Nobody knows.
We do now, actually. It
we
is Nachos' mineral line. There you go. Adepts go in, Adepts come out, and that's all while Dark Menace is pressuring the front with Lings and Banes, making sure to keep the Banes far away from those Queens.
Yep. I think those Adepts will end up with, 6 drone kills, 2 or 3 Ling kills. Did some damage.
Yeah, well, that's going to definitely set the CheesyNachos back a bit. When you invest that much early on, you got to be able to do actual economic damage. But there they are, turtling down, getting the spine crawlers right at the front. Oh, look at that. Look at that heavy-duty 2-player wall-off. However, the Shade's just shading right through him. Not for long, though.
It's about 50 Zerglings in supply across 3 of the players, but Dark Menace does have some Banes. 3 already produced, 3 more on the way. So I think we're going to see a little attempt at a Baneling wall bust here in about, 20 seconds or less.
Well, we will count it down.
All right.
Very carefully.
I think I'm a little off. I think it's going to be hitting a little later than that. He's going for a little more of a build-up, letting his teammate join up.
Yes, indeed. I think before that hits, he might even be trying to draw some of the units away with the Adept Shades. Look at all those spine crawlers. This wall shall not fall.
So from straight Zergling rush from 2 players to a straight defense, again from 2 players.
It's very interesting because in almost all the matches between these pairings, Nachos and Antoine Q have been kind of stuck on 2 base for quite a while, and that is ringing true again in this team game.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, the thing about their wall is Roach Warren, Spinecrawler, Evo, Hatchery, everything. It's all minerals, So
True.
They had pretty good mining. Like Nachos was ahead on the mineral mining here for a while, but if, like you said, they stay stuck on 2 bases, that is not going to stay that way for long.
Yeah, and I mean they're not mining a lot of gas at the moment. They're being
Nachos is
being
gasless.
very cautious about it. Yeah, actually, Antoine Q is mining a few dodgers. Yeah, and there we go. Yeah. Those adepts just seeing what they can get done before they become too irrelevant as far as the unit go. Yeah. As far as they are. I'm running. Look, tongue being twisted, but yes.
It's all good. Yeah, Nachos has 4 gas geysers into extractors, but he's just now finally putting some drones into them. So we'll see what he wants to do to support. I think he was just trying to build the wall and keep from dying. That was the plan A.
They're going to have to go with some pretty clever tech here if they're going to catch up. That's the big thing. Yeah. Dark Menace up to 118 supply. Mm-hmm. And Nachos down at 60. It is never a good sign when you can easily say that one player is at twice the supply of another. No.
Now, Antoine Q did put that gas into getting 1/1 upgrades for his melee ground units, the Carapace will help them all, but it's going to be Lings or Banes or Ultras or something with claws that gets up close and personal.
Well, Antoine Q, he does expand, and he is going with Mass Muta again. Meanwhile, Dark Menace just going with a whole lot of Bane Roach.
Yeah.
And his brother has Templar tech up. So it's going to be very interesting to see how these match up.
That ball of Roach and Baneling near the middle of the map is just a big glob of pink death right there when it comes to dealing damage against armored targets like buildings, like the wall. But they don't have nearly enough anti-air,
though.
Yeah,
honestly, that one Adept that one Archon is actually a legitimate concern, though.
Mm-hmm.
And yep, Dark Menace with mutas of his own, so they are continuing to move ahead.
I'm expecting Little Reaper to supplement with a few more Archons. And again, they're going to force the issue at the front of...
Archons are very nice against Zerg.
Yep.
And there we go. Splattering acid left and right. Reinforcements coming in, but they're just getting shot down by the Roaches. I don't know how much longer they're going to be able to hold out. Antoine Q coming back, giving up the muta harassment, and we have Zealots into their territory.
Now that wall has barely sort of held. There is a gap if they want to get through, but I think it's just going to go down. And we might even get a denial of that +1 melee weapons for Nachos if they keep the pressure on. No, I think they'll survive. But,
well, just the fact they can take out the third sphere is really putting the pressure on, cinching in their potential victory.
Yeah, I think Dark Menace has more supply than their team combined, and it's a good army. It's got Muta and Roach and some Lings and Banes. Just, he's really shown a masterclass here in how to pick up and build a lot and get the damage done on your opponents.
And Little Reaper not going with the numbers as far as supply goes, but making sure to just keep reinforcing with more of these Archons. And you see, he is adding a whole lot more gateways, so pretty soon he'll be able to warp in quite a bit. And Dark Menace beating Antoine Q at his own game, just getting that Muta Ball and just sending it anywhere he can. Right now, they can't afford to move much out of that wall. And focusing down the spire. There are just fires. There are fires going up everywhere they look. And at this point, it's likely only a matter of time. More and more warp-ins. Those Archons and Immortals mixed in with all those Roaches. And we have the GG.
Nicely done.
And more GGs, come on. There we go. We have G's to last for days, man.
G's on
The
G's.
boys.
Just a stack of them.
All right, Pull the Boys has taken the series, so you are, I believe, the number 1 seed now, but Angry Space Heroes, well, they still have 1 match left.
Angry Space Heroes has a better record than us, I believe. I think they're 6-1
still?
going into their last. Yeah.
Okay, I thought this just tie them up. I don't know.
No, they went on a tear. Pull the Boys was ahead
Okay.
early, and Angry Space Heroes just said, "We're just going to win," and they have
That's
been
a good strategy,
nonstop.
winning.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, but yeah, good 2v2 games, just heavy aggression both times. Second game, the early aggression just ended up not getting enough done, but you had the right idea. And Little Reaper, those Archons, very clinch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, when your Zerg team is Mutaling Bane, you really can't be happy to see that many Archons on the field because I think that they're good against all of it.
All right. Well, and Nachos, do you have that Zeratul miniature out of the box yet?
No, not yet. Has it arrived at your place yet?
Oh, I didn't. I didn't order it. I just stuck with the shirts, as far as the StarCraft mineral dumps, basically.
Yeah. Listen, I came late to, like, there was a big gap for me with my StarCraft history going all the way back to StarCraft 1. And so, like, I was with Brood War and completely, I don't know what I was doing not playing StarCraft 2. And so, like, I didn't play StarCraft. I didn't officially first time installing the game until, like, 2019, StarCraft 2. And so, like, I missed out all the battle chests, all the war chests, all the merch, all that stuff. So anytime there's like
out on the Fantasy Flight tabletop game too.
There you go. Yeah.
I did as well. I also missed out on StarCraft 64. It just never occurred to me.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, congratulations to Pull the Boys. You're
Good
keeping
games.
the momentum going, and you are definitely going to be a powerful force to be reckoned with when we get to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So, 1 week. 1 week we are doing. What?
I was about to say this is very, very sad, but I believe without this win, CheesyNachos is officially out of the playoffs.
Oh. But we need cheese in the playoffs.
I mean, we'll be here in spirit. We'll be here for more support, no doubt.
And help my house, I hope. All right.
Oh yeah, I'll be here.
The salute here. Thus passes a worthy opponent.
Next week we are going to have the final matchup of the season, of the main season, which is going to be my team of the Infinite Cyclists versus Angry Space Heroes. Expect there to be devastation.
Well, yeah, I'm looking at the standings, right? Okay, so CheesyNachos is going to go 3-5. Infinite Cyclists, you guys are at 2-5. We're 2-6. Infinite Cyclists, if you go 2-6, is that then we have to do the tiebreaker?
Then we have
map
the maps at the map wins. There's a couple other stuff too.
Yeah.
We'll try to do the calculations in between.
Yeah, we have a rule book on this. Yeah, it's all good.
All right. Well, that should be it for the day. Let me just see. Yeah, let's just go ahead and raid Rotterdam. He looks like he's got some fun stuff going. But thank you to everyone who has stopped by, checked us out. Like I said, in 1 week, we're going to be doing this all again.
Oh yeah, absolutely. GG's, guys.
Well played. Yep. See you guys later.
CheesyNachos. Agent Infinite Cycles. every space marine.